Hello and welcome to Word from the Street and me, David Ford. Fear. 4 little letters. A massive driver though, isn't it? Makes us do things that we wouldn't normally do, or makes us run, doesn't it? Run back to where we were before, back to a place of safety, doesn't it? And do you know one of the things that breeds fear? Uncertainty. And you know, when I look around the sector at the moment and the system, I hear a lot of uncertainty. From top to bottom, I hear uncertainty from local authorities about pathways and who's going to pay for stuff. I hear uncertainty within the sector from organisations who are uncertain about what they can and cannot offer and who's going to pay for that. I hear uncertainty from frontline staff who are being asked by those they're there to support for help, and they can't help them. They're asking for what they can do for them and they don't know what they can do for them. They're really unclear, uncertain. Everyone is uncertain about the future. Now imagine if you're in the hotel right now, uncertain about your future. Fearful of what's going to happen. You know, I heard a quote the other day. What's going to happen to us? They're going to just chuck us on the streets like we were before. How frightening is that? What I'm also not hearing is any conversation about those with no recourse to public funds who we've managed to move into accommodation. Don't get me wrong, it was a monumental effort. Operation Everybody In was absolutely fantastic, top to bottom. The work, the sweat and the toil. I know a lot of people who work so hard, you know, 24/7, trying to get people in. I know lots of people who wouldn't engage in the system before, fearful of the system, maybe had negative experiences, perhaps have got mental health stuff, perhaps trauma, self-medicating, things like that, made a monumental decision to go into accommodation. That was huge, man, huge. Massive. And whilst there, I know a load of them have turned around and said, well, actually, maybe I can engage with some services now. Maybe I can start to look at my life and change it and start engaging with recovery services. Well, that's fantastic. Those are massive steps. If you come from the world of recovery, you know how huge that is. That's massive. So it's a huge effort all round. But yet we're still in a world of uncertainty and all this could all be broken. You know, the hotels want their hotels back in July. They're going to start decanting in a couple of weeks' time. That means taking people out at the hotels and B&Bs. What's going to happen? There are no clear plans. There's no clarity about for individuals about what's going to happen to them, where they're going to specifically go. There's no clarity there. There's no clarity across the whole of the system. What we need is clear communications. What we need is everybody to be part of the solution. And that includes the guys who are in the hotels who have moved off the streets, those who are there trying to support. They need to be part of the solution. We need to be finding out what they want. We should be asking what their aspirations are. We should be building pathways so they can meet their aspirations. And if their aspirations are a cottage in the country with a picket fence and roses round the door and a loving husband and a horse in the paddock, fine. We can build pathways to take away the aspirations, you take away the hope. Bring an uncertainty and fear will push them back onto the streets. Listen, I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to know what your experience is out there. Whether you're a frontline worker, a local authority officer, whoever you are, let me know if I'm right. Perhaps you do know. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps you're all certain and I'm just uncertain. But I don't think so. If you're in a hotel and you're uncertain, you're fearful, get in touch with us. There's an email address below. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell and you'll get notified for the next one. But most importantly, share this. And let's widen the conversation. And let's bring this out into the air. And maybe, just maybe, we'll start communicating. And just maybe, we'll include everyone in the solutions. And just maybe, we'll prevent people going back to the streets. That's enough from me. So until next time, guys, all my love and stay safe.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. No matter what.